Clinton football team proved last week that it belonged with the state's elite football teams. This week, the River Kings proved how much leadership they have when staring at adversity. Clinton erased a 14-point halftime deficit, scoring 21 unanswered points during a 28-21 overtime win against Davenport Assumption on Friday. The win kept Clinton atop the MAC standings at 5-0.
We have a ton of leaders on this team. With all the seniors we got back, all these guys, would be top players on any team in this conference. We just got some great guys to really step up when we need them to. Everybody does their own role and really picks us up when we need it.
The River Kings desperately needed a spark coming out of the halftime locker room. After a fake field goal turned into a touchdown to end the first half for the Knights, the River Kings entered the second half down 21-7.
We were kind of down, but no, not kind of. We were really down, and we had to challenge the kids for a gut check. Basically I asked them, did you honestly believe you're going to go through the year without ever having to come from behind? That's the bottom line.
On its first second-half offensive possession, the River Kings marched down the field and cut the deficit to 7 points on a 1-yard plunge from Ty Hathaway. Hathaway, quarterback Jake Mangler, and David Johnson churned out 264 yards rushing. The running game was needed as Clinton threw for a negative 3 yards on 1 of 6 passing.
They were changing up a little bit, and we were just, kind of slow. We'll know more when we see the films, but it just felt like we were slow breaking into our routes. And then a few times when they're running them a little bit later, Jake didn't get the protection, and it's kind of frustrating that way. So he was confident running the ball. He did a great job, and we just brought it back and kind of ran it at him with David, with Ty, and with Jake.
With the Knights pinned against their own end zone, they were forced to punt midway through the fourth quarter. The punt bounced, and David Johnson picked it up and raced 58 yards for a touchdown, knotting the score at 21 points apiece.
We were just wanting to get one that we could field, because our special teams, kickoff return, punt return, we practice them from the mentality that we want to score. And with that going, we just wanted to get a chance to field the punt. David did a great job, and if you look at, or if you get a chance to see a film or on MediaCom, you'll see that, hey, there's people blocking all the way down the field, and they're blocking all over the place. And I thought it was a tremendous job by that punt return team.
Both teams traded punts until Davenport Assumption attempted to mount a comeback at the end of regulation. The Knights drove to the Clinton 20-yard line and settled for a field goal. The kick went wide right, sending the contest to overtime.
As soon as I seen that, I just thank God. I thought that was a second chance for us right there. I said as soon as we seen that, our offense was ready to go. We were pumped, and we just knew we had to get to go, and we had to get it out of their hands right away.
Mangler scored on the third play for the River Kings in overtime, giving Clinton a 7-point edge. The Knights then went to the air on their 4 attempts at the end zone. A pass to the end zone fell short on 4th down for the Knights, giving the River Kings their second consecutive win over the Knights in 2 years.
We were pretty disappointed going into the second half, but our coach really talked to us, and we were just doing some wrong things and not playing our game. It seemed like there was too much frustration, and usually we're out there having fun, joking around, just trying to hit guys, and that first half we definitely just showed too much frustration and weren't playing our game.
After allowing the Knights to move the ball offensively in the first half, the River Kings defense stalled Assumption for most of the second half. Camp says changes in pressure helped limit the big plays. Clinton returns to action Friday for homecoming against Muscatine. For ClintonHerald.com, I'm Scott Levine.